This video is for anyone who does weight training and wants to gain muscle mass. Hello everyone, and welcome to the II Health Talk 360 channel. I hope you are all well. For those of you who are new here, our aim is to help men and women take care of their physical health and understand the benefits of certain foods and the causes of diseases. This will enable them to adopt a healthier lifestyle. This enables them to optimize their health, feel good about their bodies, and care for their loved ones. Today, I would like to share our experience of bodybuilding with you in order to provide practical and effective solutions for improving your physique and staying healthy. Today, we will be discussing muscle gain. However, before we begin, it is important to understand the difference between muscle and fat gain. I mention this because when some people hear about gaining mass in bodybuilding, they automatically think they need to bulk up and start eating anything and everything, which is a huge mistake. I'll explain why in the rest of this video. If you haven't already, please subscribe to our channel and click on the notification bell so you don't miss any future videos. Firstly, it is important to understand that gaining muscle mass involves putting on muscle and weight while keeping fat gain to a minimum. These two elements go hand in hand with successful weight gain because when you increase your body size, you inevitably gain fat too. This is where weight training and a healthy diet come in. However, it is possible to gain mass without gaining muscle. To achieve this, simply eat poorly and opt for low-intensity training, which inevitably leads to fat gain. Now that you understand the difference between gaining muscle and gaining fat, let's talk about how to build muscle. Ladies and gentlemen, we are all concerned about weight gain, but the procedure for achieving it differs depending on each person's goals and physique. Someone of normal build cannot have the same requirements as someone who is overweight or underweight. A person of normal build can aim for clean weight gain, whereby 90% of the weight gained is muscle and 10% is fat. Overweight individuals, on the other hand, are not looking to gain fat. Rather, they want to eat more healthily and combine weight training with cardio. The aim is to build muscle and burn fat simultaneously. There is one very important thing you need to know. Excess fat is not good for you, your figure, or your health. This is especially important to remember during your cutting period, when you will have to eliminate this fat. The more fat you accumulate, the longer and more difficult this period will be. For a thin person, increasing their calorie intake is necessary. In order to gain weight, they will need to consume more calories than they expend during training. Ladies and gentlemen, if you want to build muscle, you need to combine three things: training, nutrition, and rest. Training triggers muscle growth because muscles are made up of fibers that are worked during exercise. During weight training, lifting weights puts stress on muscle tissue, causing tears in the fibers. In order to avoid this stress in future, the muscle repairs the damaged fibers, which then become larger and stronger, enabling it to withstand the next workout better. This regeneration process requires adequate nutrition and sufficient rest. After the fibers have been damaged, it is food that allows them to regenerate by becoming larger, thus giving the muscles volume. These foods must be high in protein, as protein promotes muscle growth. Focus on high-quality sources of protein, such as animal proteins including eggs, chicken, beef, turkey, fish, cottage cheese, and plain yogurt. Good sources of healthy fats include olive oil, walnut oil, rapeseed oil, almonds, walnuts, oily fish such as sardines, salmon and mackerel, avocados, and whole eggs. Vegetables are also important, as you can eat as many as you like to benefit from their mineral and vitamin content, and they help to combat the acidity of a protein-rich diet when bulking up. It is important to note that muscle is not built during training. Rather, it loses strength and volume. It is during rest that muscle recovers, regenerates, and grows, depending on diet. This is why focusing on a high-quality diet and getting enough sleep is important. Which type of training should you focus on when trying to bulk up? The type of training you do is crucial for building muscle. Here, we recommend intense workouts involving short sets with gradually increasing weights or repetitions. For these sets, aim for 8-12 repetitions. If you can do more than this, for example 14 or 15, that's excellent, but increase the weight for the next set. Above all, choose weights that you can control to maintain good technique and perfect form. Without good technique, you won't achieve satisfactory results. If you arrive at the gym and try to lift heavy weights that you can't control, you risk performing the movement incorrectly and not targeting the intended muscle. This is why you should choose weights that you can control well. To perform the movement correctly, use good technique and progress more quickly. Finally, your training program should consist of 3 to 4 sessions per week. If you are new to weight training, we have made a video to help you get started. You can find this video at the top of the screen or in the description below. Please note that we will provide plenty of advice on this topic on this channel. However, to achieve concrete results, you will need to take action. No one has ever excelled in their chosen field through theory alone. So, ladies and gentlemen, now that this video has come to an end, I am counting on you to succeed in gaining weight. If you have any questions or comments, please write them in the comments section below. See you soon for a new video on wellness, nutrition and advice. Take care. See you soon.